Hello dear viewers, this is Alok sir, and proceeding in the series of Newton's law of motion, I have brought the second law of motion. After explanation of first law of motion in the previous part, the second law of motion is presented before you. So let us see the explanation. And before the explanation of second law of motion, you must know what is momentum and what is rate of change of momentum. So after knowing these two topics, we will see the second law of motion. Momentum is actually moving mass. That is, when mass is moving with certain velocity, means the object has, or the mass has, momentum. So momentum is defined as the combined effect of mass and velocity, or it is also defined as the product of mass and velocity. But this is the numerical definition of momentum. Momentum is actually combined effect of mass and velocity, and momentum is denoted by the letter P. And according to the above statement, momentum equals to mass multiplied by velocity. That is, P equals to mv. And the SI unit of momentum is kg meter per second square. This is very important part. In exam, questions may come. What is the SI unit of momentum? This is kg meter per second square. So momentum is what, my dear student? This is the combined effect of mass and velocity, or the numerical definition of momentum is the product of mass and velocity. Now see what is rate of change of momentum. What is change of momentum? That is final momentum minus initial momentum. Assume that if an object having mass moving with initial velocity u, and after certain time its velocity becomes v. So what is the initial momentum? Initial momentum, that is mu, and final momentum, final velocity into mass. Initial momentum, initial velocity into mass. So initial momentum is equals to mu, and final momentum equals to mv. So what is change in momentum? This is final momentum minus initial momentum. So final momentum is mv and initial momentum is mu. So change is momentum is what? mv minus mu. Now rate of change of momentum, we will divide change of momentum by time, that is mv minus mu upon t. This is rate of change of momentum. So calculating this, m will be common and it is common out. So v minus u upon t, and we know what is the value of v minus u upon t from equation of motion 1. That is first equation of motion. We know that v equals to u plus at, and transposing this we will get a equals to v minus u upon t. So we will put in place of v minus u upon t, we will put a, that is ma, means the rate of change of momentum is equals to ma. This is the rate of change of momentum. Now see the explanation of second law. So Newton's second law of motion. Second law of motion is also called real law of motion. And according to the second law of motion, the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the applied force, and the acceleration is along the direction of force. From this law, we get the definition of force and also magnitude of force. That is, numerical value of force, means the way from which we can calculate the amount of force. That is numerical formula of force. So according to the statement of second law of motion, the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the applied force, and the acceleration is along the direction of force. Now it will be more clear through this mathematical illustration. Let us consider that if m is the mass of an object, initially it is moving with initial velocity u. After certain time, the velocity of that object becomes v. So time taken to change in velocity is from u to v is t. In this So according to the above statement, we have studied that force is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum, and previously we have studied that rate of change of momentum equals to change of momentum by time, and change of momentum equals to final momentum minus initial momentum. So force is directly proportional to final momentum minus initial momentum divided by time. If m is the mass, v is the final velocity, so mv will be the final momentum. If u is the initial velocity, so mu will be the initial momentum. So this is final momentum minus initial momentum divided by time, that is mv minus mu by t. Force directly proportional to mv minus mu by t. M is same, so it will be common out, m v minus u by t. And we have studied in the first equation of motion that v equals to u plus at, and transposing this we will get v minus u upon t equals to a. Now we substitute this formula in the above equation. So force will be directly proportional to m into a, that is mass into acceleration. If we will remove the proportionality sign and bring the equality sign, so it will get force is equals to kma, where k is constant, it is also called proportionality constant. Now let, if force equals to 1 Newton, mass equals to 1 kg, and acceleration equals to 1 meter per second square, then the value of k will be 1. Now putting the value of k is equal to 1 in above equation, we will get F equals to 1 into m into a, or F equals to ma. So this is the formula of finding force, that is force equal to mass into acceleration. This is very simple illustration. You revise this illustration again and you will be familiar with this. So this is how we calculate formula of force from the statement of second law. So then revise second law and learn second law. This is very important. Actually this is the real law of motion. In next part of the video I will bring third law of motion and some application of change of momentum. So study hard and stay tuned.